Hello there. My name is Max Hart. My pronouns are they, them, and I am a life and leadership coach. And I wanted to give you a quick introduction of what is this coaching thing? How did I get here? How might we work together? As you can see, I'm filming outside. I am currently in the Pacific Northwest where I grew up, amongst the trees, where I feel most alive, most at home. And I figured what better place to introduce myself than where I feel the most like myself, outside. So how did I end up here in this coaching world? I came here by kind of a circuitous route. I, have a background in facilitation and working with groups of people and mentoring young people and leading teams. And, in one particular instance, I led a team as a creative director. I led a team of designers. And what I found is that I didn't really care about the ads we were designing at all. What I cared about is the people and what they wanted and the strengths that they had, and really helping them build on their own confidence and their greatness and bring more of themselves into their work, and really not have to separate their humanity from what they brought to work. And that was so important to me. And in kind of building this trust amongst this team, I just started to see that this team had a special kind of magic, and I believe it was because everyone was showing up as themselves, and they were supporting each other and really like lifting each other up as themselves. And it really made me realize how much I want to be working with people to bring them into greater alignment with themselves and to be able to bring more of that self, that core self, into every part of their life. I think so many of us, myself included, for a very long time, and still continually things that I'm unlearning, but so many of us just bend and contort into shapes that we are told are the right shape, that we think are the right shape based on, the culture around us. I'm transgender. It took me until I was 32 to realize that. And, that's because I didn't know to question that. And I spent a long time fitting myself into something that did not fit. So being able to help people find these different ways to align with themselves more fully is so important to me, and to bring themselves more fully to everything they do. And, as I was working my way through leading teams and working in corporate environments, I had the opportunity to move into a people role. So a role actually full-time supporting people in their development, leading leadership trainings, leading trainings in mental resilience, in communication and collaboration, and building those teams as well through different activities. And I also had the opportunity to be introduced to coaching as a concept. I hadn't heard of this. It's it's a pretty new thing, formally. And I had the opportunity to go through a coach training program that just turned me inside out in the most beautiful way. And I started to look at what are the patterns that I have that are getting in the way of myself? How am I showing up into relationships in ways that maybe aren't aligned with my values and with who I am? How am I bringing myself to work? How am I bringing myself to play? How am I bringing myself to all these different areas of my life? And I just started to see the ways that I wasn't fully showing up for myself, and that I wasn't really leaning into the power that I have, the innate power that we all have as humans. And this is what I love to do with people, is to help them see their own greatness and to bring that greatness into everything they do, and to step into more power in their life, whatever that looks like. And maybe you're a leader, maybe you're someone stepping into more leadership, or you're being pushed into a next layer of leadership, and you're really wanting to figure out how to navigate that transition in a way where you don't, give up who you are as a person. Maybe you have a big idea, a big project that you're wanting to bring into the world, and you're not really sure how to do it or what it's really about, but you know that you need to do it. Or maybe, you just sense that something is out of alignment in your life, and you want to bring yourself into greater alignment with everything that you're doing. Or maybe you just want to be able to access your own greatness and power more consistently, and to really see yourself clearly for who you are, and to bring yourself, as yourself into everything you do. This is what I love to do. This is how I love to work with people. And, what this looks like is we meet and we have conversations, and I lead you through different ways of looking at your life and your behaviors and your thoughts, and kind of bringing them into greater clarity and alignment. And, this can look a lot of different ways. We can meet on Zoom. We can, if you are in the same area, take a walk together. This is my favorite way to work with people. We can talk on the phone and walk together. I'm a big walker. I love to have conversations with people while being outside. I think it's so potent to have that type of air and stimulus and everything happening as you're having a conversation. So there's lots of different ways we can work together. And the best way to see if we would be a good fit is to just, book a 30-minute chat for free. We can chat and see, hey, what is it you're looking for? What are you wanting to create in your life? Where are you feeling like you need some support? And just talk about what that might look like. Anyway, from the trees to you, look forward to talking to you.